Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah, and hello to anyone who's new and seeing me for the first time. I have been away for a couple weeks, which is always the case. I have the best intentions to post every week, and it just doesn't always happen. But I am back this week with some updates. I've done some stitching. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. First of all, I wanted to talk about, life in general. I don't have a whole lot to report except that it's September, which is my favorite month of the year. I love the fall. I love the start of the fall season, but it's also my birthday month. So it just happens that my birthday coincides with the start of fall. It's actually the first day of fall is my birthday. So fall is my favorite season. I love chilly nights where there's a storm and dead leaves are just blowing across the road, and I'm driving around at night and seeing the trees swaying and the storm's coming. It's just one of my favorite moments of nature. So we just had a big thunderstorm come through here, and I can still kind of hear it echoing through the valley. It's just one of God's greatest gifts is thunderstorms. So anyway, I am hoping to go to a place called King of Prussia, which is a large shopping district near Philly in Pennsylvania. I want to go there for my birthday because there's 2 cross-stitching stores down there, and I've never been to a cross-stitching store. I've gone to, Hobby Lobby and Michael's, Joann Fabrics. All 3 of those stores are within a mile of my house. I'm really blessed in that way, but I've never been to a locally owned cross-stitching place. And there's 2 of them in King of Prussia. So I want to go down there for my birthday and eat at the Cheesecake Factory because my new best friend, Nikocado Avocado, loves the Cheesecake Factory. And I don't know if I've ever eaten there. So I wanted to give it a try and see what all the hubbub and hubbubaloo is about. So that's my plan for the end of this month. Next month, at the beginning of October, I and my friend, my fellow stitchy friend, are going to have a weekend retreat in my family's cabin, and we're going to hike a well-known trail in the Poconos area. So it is just shy of a 4-mile hike, and I'm hoping to get my strength up so I can put Lincoln on my back and take him with me on the backpack. I've been taking vitamin B12 to help with these episodes of chronic fatigue that I've been having. 2 weekends ago, I had a really bad spell, and I literally slept almost 24 hours straight. That is not normal to sleep that much. I called off work and I slept all day Sunday. I didn't get out of bed till 7 o'clock at night. It was crazy. So I knew there's something wrong. It's not just a cold or fever, flu, or COVID even. It was something more chronic than that. I really think this all goes back to my gastric sleeve surgery. I've not been compliant with my aftercare. I'm supposed to be taking all these vitamins, protein every day. I'm not been doing any of it. I basically live off of granola bars and string cheese and Nerds candy and diet ginger ale. That's my diet. So it's probably why all my hair's thinning and why I get these episodes of fatigue. I mean, I'm already taking iron because I was getting dizzy all the time. That's kind of gone to the wayside, but I have all these other problems. So I've turned a new leaf because my husband and I are still trying to conceive one more child, and I've had no luck. And I feel like the Lord is saying, okay, you're not ready to have a baby because you are not healthy. And I'm not healthy. And I'm 40 and I'm almost 41. And so maybe it's not in the cards to have baby number 5, but I don't know. I can't give it up yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's in God's hands. But I can at least try to eat healthier. So I've been trying to take protein drinks every morning to increase my protein intake. And I've been taking B12 every morning. It has been messing up with my sleep schedule so much. I feel though that I've gotten to the point that I've gotten used to it. But those first couple days, like I couldn't sleep. I was awake so much and I'd fall asleep for an hour and then I'd be wide awake and I couldn't fall back asleep. And I had long stretches where I just didn't sleep at all. And I wasn't tired. I felt great. And I wasn't like manic, like hyper aroused, as they say in the psych field. I just felt really good. I felt good and awake and alert. But I needed more sleep. So I think I'm getting back to normal. I think I'm getting the sleep that I'm supposed to be getting. So maybe I've adapted to the B12 now, but only time will tell to see if this will fix the problem, because I usually get my chronic fatigue issues like once or twice a month. And I had it the weekend that I went to Otakon, that first weekend in August, and then I had it 2 weekends ago, so like nearing the end of August. So I had it twice last month. So it's been a couple weeks now. I'm due to get it again soon, if I'm going to get it at all. So we'll see. We shall see. But it'd be cool if my hair stopped falling out. I mean, I keep it up all the time because of how thin it is. Like, look, it's just so thin. It's so thin. And then I have these gray stripes. This is my natural. Like, can you tell I don't dye my hair anymore? Like, it's all like dirty blonde back here, but then right there's all gray in the front. So, actually it looks pretty good today. So let's talk about cross stitch. My notes today are being written on a notepad by Marika Paz, Marikapaz. She has a website and an Instagram. So here is the notepad. And you know how I feel about animals and clothes. I think this came with a sticker sheet from Sticky, and I used the whole sticker sheet up already, so I just have the notepad left. But yeah, I love these. They're kind of like a vintage Japanese, Chinese garb. And this one's in kind of a ski suit, actually. And my friend, my best friend, she does cross stitching with me, but she's also really into mushrooms. And she said this mushroom is highly poisonous, the one on her head. I just remember her telling me the red mushrooms with the white speckles. She's a big mushroom enthusiast. I guess those are highly poisonous. So she goes out in the woods, sends me random pictures of mushrooms that she's so excited to find. And I don't know, I think it's cool. It's a cool hobby. I love exploring the world through other people's hobbies. So last month, I ended the month, I had a couple extra days. I didn't feel like doing an ornament. Everybody at my work keeps quitting. And there's some people that have started to replace them. I've not even met yet. There's a new nurse and aide. I've never even met them. So I don't know what I'm going to do about Christmas. But my ornaments, I love to stitch them. They're so cute. So maybe I'll just keep them. I don't know. But I didn't feel like doing one last month. So I worked on Red-Haired Cat, which I haven't worked on in a while. I'm still kind of just doing the background on this. This one's, I guess, the least progress has been made on it. But I did a lot of filling in, just kind of expanding on my area. So this is where I'm at now. I thought I'd do like 4 squares, kind of like I did with Captain Ratbeard, which is coming up here. I worked on him too. But so it was kind of, this is 1 square, and I decided this is square 2, and then I decided to break out down here too and do 2 squares down here, so I could just fill in on 4 squares, which I like. I like doing more than just 1 square at a time. So yeah, that's did a lot of, this is all one color, so I did a lot of that, filling that in. This is all new. I did a couple colors, filling them in. But anyway, put 1,000 stitches on it. So that's how I ended August. And at the start of September, I started, oh wait, first of all, okay, I'm at 7.42% for a red-haired cat. So just at the beginning, it's still a baby project in the making. And actually, before I go on, so that's the end of August. And then I want to talk to you about some more cross stitching that I'm not going to be doing next year. Some things that didn't make the cut that were on my list, but actually I wanted to feature a whole designer. I'm not going to stitch on any of these, but I just love the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, which is actually, I love talking about this stuff because it's from FlossTubers that I find these places. It's not easy to just search on Google for stuff like this. And sometimes you just kind of stumble across it by seeing what other people are working on. So I saw somebody working on something from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and then I went on the website to see what their featured items are. And they have such cool projects. I love their little cute people, like their little chibi kind of people. I loved a lot of their designs. The colors are just popping, you know, it's great. I just didn't have enough room to do one. So maybe in 2023, but some of my favorites, I wrote them down. Like I love Happily Ever After, national parks. My husband and I really like Zion National Park, and, but I would like to go see all the national parks one day. Maybe if cryptocurrency throws me a bone here and gets me wealthy enough that I don't have to work anymore, I can go tour the world, or at least the United States. So yeah, I'd like to see all the national parks. They're gorgeous. But anyway, I thought maybe I'd do that one day. If I ever go to see them, I could stitch on them. So I thought I'd get the pattern for that reason. They also have that cute little, it's like a dragon. It's a small, they have it as a bookmark, but the dragon is so darn cute. And the castle in the background is just the cutest thing. I don't even know what I'd do with it. But the pattern compels me. I'm not a big fan of the little pillows, the miniature pillows. I just don't really have a decorative spot for stuff like that. So it'd probably be something I'd frame just as a small picture. But I don't know. Anyway, Animal Almanac. Animal Almanac. That's kind of hard to say. Try it 3 times in a row. But anyway, that one I thought was really cute too. All the little animals. Adorable. And then the 2 Halloween ones. I'm really into like houses. There's another FlossTuber, Ginger Gerald Stitches. I watch him sometimes. He likes architecture in his stitching. I like that too, as long as the house is like colorful and cute, like cottagey. And these 2, oh, I didn't give you the names. Midnight Way and Halloween Town. The designs are just so darn cute, and like they're really Halloweeny. And I don't have anything for Halloween. I've stitched nothing in the way. I'm working on my fall piece, Hello Pumpkin, but I don't have any stitching done for Halloween. So I was really drawn to these 2, and gosh, it's hard to give it up. I just have too much stuff. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing them, but now I'm like torn. I think between the 2 of them, I think Midnight Way would be the one I'd want to stitch on as a fall decoration. That would be so cute. Anyway, Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, if you've never heard of it, which I'm sure everyone else besides me has because I live under a rock, but they're great. And their designs are kind of themed, but they're charming, every single one of them. So Anyway, now moving back to my stitching progress. So the other ones I worked on this month, I did Legend of Zelda for 2 days. I put 1,000 stitches on Legend of Zelda, and I would love to do more than that each month. Maybe as things get completed, I can really dive into this, because after my 1,000 stitches, it's at 64.86%. So it's the furthest along. Oh, I shouldn't say that, but it's pretty far along, at least the furthest along of my full coverage pieces. So there's potential there, and I really would like to get it completed. But in any case, here we are. So I'm on this side. So I've been filling this in. This was empty a couple months ago, and now it's almost complete. Just have the confetti. I have the confetti to do, get this all filled in, and then I'm going to work my way down. So I actually started doing a little bit down here. Honestly, I was just trying to get my stitch count up, because otherwise I'd be spending hours and hours and hours trying to get 1,000 stitches when I'm doing 2 little stitches of confetti here, 2 little stitches of confetti there. I had to fill it in. And it's funny how things kind of carry a residue. Like, if you're in a house that smells bad, when you leave the house, you can still smell it in your nostrils. And I also noticed when I pick up stitching projects that I was working on during an event, that the residue of that event is carried with the stitching project. For example, when I was working on this, my husband and I were rewatching The Big Lebowski. So looking at this, talking about this, that movie is popping into my mind. Because that's what I was doing when I was stitching this in. But anyway. And then I put in this is all new. This blue here, it's going to be a little bit more of these castle peaks is on this side. So filled that in a little bit. Yeah, and this I've been filling in a lot of too. Yeah, so it's just kind of all over the place working on stuff over here. This is one of my favorite things to work on. It has been from the beginning. I don't know why. I just really like this Legend of Zelda. Although I like all my full coverage pieces. I've grown very attached to them because I don't have many. Out of everything, a lot of people have a lot more projects than I do. I think I have 15 total, but I'm not working on all 15. I might have touched 13 at the most this year. But I really like Captain Ratbeard. And bedtime stories, which I haven't started yet working on bedtime stories. But Captain Ratbeard, last month I finished all 4 pages that I was working on. So, and that was my goal for the year. I wanted to do 4 pages this year, and I got them done. I think I might be able to pull off 2 more pages before the year ends, which would be pretty cool. 6 pages total for this year. So anyway, I started working on the next page. And so I have my progress from before, but it's kind of easy to see where I worked on because all of this is new. So this is where we are now. This is all newly stitched. So yeah, this is the mast kind of going over here. So this is the ocean blue here. And if I do this part here, it's going to catch just the edge of Captain Ratbeard's hat. I kind of want to save him for last. So I'm going to try to work around him. And so I'm not going to go further down than this section. And I might not do the section over here because this is a lot more of his hat and his face. I might skip over that and just try to do this top part, which is all the ocean spray, and then work over here with all the ocean. I don't know. I kind of do things weird. I know. Keeps it interesting. But now I love the fact that every time I look at this, I get to see my screaming rat. Do you see him? There's his teeth. And then his arm up here holding on to the rope. And his nose. Yeah. He made the wrong decision on which boat to sail on. He's regretting his life choices. That rat is. So that's all I've got completed right now. But I have been working on quilts. I've been trying to dedicate 4 days to this piece because I really want to try to get it done. And so I think usually I was doing 3 days, but now I'm doing 4 each month, which means I have to take away from other stuff. But this one's the progress is getting there. So I feel like if I do 4 days, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done in time for my mom's birthday, which is January 1st. So I finished the 3rd section last month, and now I'm working on the divider and then section 4. So here we are so far. I actually will show this again because I have 2 more days. Well, I have tonight, the rest of tonight. Wait. Yeah, the rest of tonight, and I have tomorrow to work on it yet. So, this is where I'm at right now. I did all of this border is new because it was up here actually. So from up here all the way down, that's all new. Same on this side, it was up here and I stitched it all the way down on the border. This I just put in last night. I like how that color wave goes. You see the transition. And now I'm starting to work on this section here. And this is all it is. It only goes there. This one is much bigger, wide, width-wise than here. So right now I'm actually, before I came in here, I was stitching, let me get this out of the way. Okay. I was stitching this border down, and then I'm going to do a little bit of stitching the border underneath here. This yellow line, trying to get that stitched out, and then I'm going to work my way over. I kind of bounce back and forth because stitching a straight line of a single color is so tedious. So I do a little bit of it, and then I'll go back and work on a tree, and then I'll do a little bit more. So I kind of skip around to keep it appealing. But this section here is complete. This house is done, and then the 2 stars. There's a little thing right here. I forget without looking at the pattern, but I'll show it to you next time I do a video. And then these are a set of 3 trees. So I'm going to work on all this. I'm hoping to get halfway done, and then next month I'll finish this and then do the border under it. And then in November and December, I'll have those 2 months to do the bottom. So fingers crossed, I'll get this done by January. But yeah, so anyway, that's all I have to show you for now. Oh, I forgot to tell you my progress on Captain Ratbeard. So I did 1,511 stitches, and he's at 13% from practically nothing. I think I did a couple, 200 stitches in December. And actually, at the end of the year, I'm going to show you before and afters on all of the things I've worked on this year. So you can see where I was January 1st compared to December 31st, which I think is going to be pretty cool to show you this year-long progress that you've some of you have just joined my journey, but some of you have been with me from the beginning. So it's kind of cool to step back in memory lane and see all the progress and where we're at. I stitch to stitch and not to finish, though. I just find comfort in the stitching every night. So the finish is fun, but the final destination is never my goal. It's just the result of what I'm doing, Anyway, so that's all I have. That's all I have to show you. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!